Happy Black History Month! Y'all, let's just get right into this video. So for some reason, I do not know why, but a lot of these animated studios have a tendency to make POC leading projects that end up having the POC lead turn into an animal or whatever for the majority of the movie. For some, though they make sense, they could have also done without it, actually. Like, why can't these characters just be themselves without having to transform into something else? It isn't like a quick change or anything too, but like they stay that way for like the whole movie. And then they change back into their human self towards the end, so you remember that, they were actually a person. POCs fight for representation, but when you give it to us, we get ish like this. Time and time again. So let's go and take a look at the few examples that we have. I already showed the example, but for many of you, when you're hearing this, the first thing that comes to mind is The Princess and the Frog. Our first and only black princess gets turned into a frog for nearly the whole movie. Next, we have another Disney movie that came out more recently, Soul, where Joe gets turned into, I don't know what he is, but he's dead. But in this case, you do see Joe's body, but someone else is inhabiting his body while he becomes a cat. A cat. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I swear, everyone had high hopes for this movie. But he dies like in the first 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong, this movie is beautiful and has wonderful messages. A lot of these films do. But more than 10 years later, and we're still doing this, Disney? Come on! Moving on, we have Spies in Disguise. Lance Sterling, a cocky secret agent, eventually gets turned into a pigeon. Yay! Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was Blue Sky's first black lead, right? Like, Joe was for Disney? Let me know if this counts, but when I was thinking of, other examples, Coco came to mind. Beautiful story, beautiful animations, but Coco was a skeleton for a good portion of the film. I know there's a significant reason as to why. It wasn't random or unnecessary, but correct me if I'm wrong with this one. Taking it way back to the 2000s, we have The Emperor's New Groove. Cusco, a selfish Incan emperor, gets turned into a llama by Isma and Kronk. Most people are okay with it because he does have a TV show where he is human, so forgive me if I pronounce anyone's names. But now we got Brother Bear. 3 brothers from an Alaskan tribe receive totem necklaces, but the youngest, Kenine, doesn't like the one he receives of a bear's love. When the oldest brother, Sitka, dies because of the bear, Kenine goes out to kill him, but gets turned into a bear himself after doing so. Now the middle child, Denahai, believes Kenine is killed by the bear and vows to hunt him. Alright, so you guys noticed this too, right? You've seen these patterns. All these POCs are turning into non-humans and stay that way for a significant part of the movie to where you forget they are humans and the movie's rushed at the end to make sure they show them as humans again. You don't see them doing this to other people. As a kid, you don't pay attention to that stuff. But as you get older, you start to realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. Something seems a little weird. The Princess and the Frog one really rubbed me the wrong way as I grew up, because they didn't have to keep her a frog or make her one at all. I don't know how well it would have done, but she could have kissed Naveen in order to transform him back, but it just didn't work. True love's kiss and all, and they weren't in love. They set out on a journey to find another way to change him. There has to be a reason that she's willing to help him anyways. Like, he has something she needs. Either way, maybe this other way doesn't work out, or they can't find some way to save him. But near the end, she kisses him again, which works because now they like each other. Also, with her trying to start her own business, that makes for some real tension as she might contemplate helping him or running her business. You might as well have called it, I don't know, something like Aladdin, naming it after the male protagonist, like the Frog Prince or something. Wait, is the Princess and the Frog public domain? Like the original telling of them? It's not owned by Disney, right? Oh. Yeah, it is. All right, everybody. I'm going to make my own Princess and the Frog, making sure not to get on the big mouse's bad side and staying away from Tiana's likeness. But you just wait, it's coming. But to end it off, if you're a POC, especially one whose culture is represented in one of these films, and you don't care about it, then, that's great. Not saying that because of what they did or keep doing, these films are automatically terrible. Just crazy how a lot of these first POC leads just keep getting turned into animals. There weren't, like other stories you could tell with them. And they still have yet to make movies starring POC leads without some transformation. Representation without transformation, y'all. Anyways, thanks for watching. Did you notice this too? Let me know if there's other examples of POCs transferring into non-humans and, other medias. I was your host, Jen. This was Jen Star. Peace.